Nick, let's talk a little bit about special teams at punter. Redshirt senior and Michigan transfer Tommy Doman. At place kicker, you have
national
Trey
champion
Smack,
Tommy Doman.
National champion Tommy Doman. At place kicker and kickoff, you have senior Trey Smack. And then behind him, you have freshman Evan Noel, and then Brandon Rabasco fighting for that backup kicker spot. Long snapper is going to be redshirt senior, and I believe an All-American by one of the folks that follow special teams, Rocco Underwood.
Yep.
He's been a huge, steadfast positional player. You don't realize you don't have a good long snapper until you don't have one. So it's a very important role. And then after that, kickoff return, you've had Jaden Baugh, you've had Take Hawkins, you've had J. Michael Sturdivant, Nashawn Montgomery, Byron Lewis. You've had kind of a cavalcade of names at that kickoff position or kick return position. And then at punt return, you have Take Hawkins, you have Vernell Brown, Eugene Wilson. Again, the list kind of goes on and on of potentials there. Nick, let's talk about the punting position. You've seen Tommy Doman. What are your thoughts there?
No drop off. Tommy, okay. Seemingly I've seen him kick 60, 70 yards. Saw him really get into one and ruined what they were. There was a punt return drill and just punted the ball like into the offensive line who was working out behind VB3 and the other guys. So he's really good. I think
he's good at spotting the ball too. The coffin corner kicks and all of that.
I think I actually think Hayden Craig is better at that.
Okay.
Really good.
Hayden Craig, freshman.
Punter. Yeah, really good with his directional kicking. Tommy does a really good job with hang time, and I don't think you're going to get a lot of returns, and it might not matter. You can keep the ball straight down the field. I think he gets so much hang time that they'll be good. Florida's in a really cool spot because you had a freshman long snapper in Mac, two or at least one Evan Noel is your kicker of the future, freshman, and you have a punter of the future. So you have three freshmen who all have the opportunity to redshirt this year and work behind seniors in Doman, Rocco, and Trey. So as long as those guys stay healthy, Rocco missed a game last year. I think he had a monster hit, went into a little protocol. But as long as those guys are healthy, you can as long as they're healthy, you redshirt those guys. The operation's smooth.
I need a 40 time on Rocco Underwood because
you'll get it. He'll be at pro day.
Always around the ball.
He'll be we'll get one at pro day. It'll be the special teams operation. I know that when everyone thinks special teams, this is what they want to hear about: the kicking, punting, long snapping. I think that will be solid for Florida. I think Billy said the line for Trey, I think he said was the plus 43, which would be like a 50, nearly a 60 yarder.
I think that is
plus 43 would be right around, depending on how how far you were snapping back. 43 yards plus 10 in the end zone is 53, so it'd be 58, anywhere from 57 to 60. The range. Tommy's going to be able to flip the field, and Rocco, great snapper. I love that you have the depth behind them, guys who will get the experience this year, will get to travel and go see what it's like and what it sounds like at LSU, at Texas A&M, get that experience. And then returning, I think you have a bunch of guys. There's Brandon said it, no starting running backs on returns, please. It's a spot where you can get injured. I wonder when the NCAA will go to what the NFL did on kickoffs.
I'm surprised they haven't already, to be honest.
They follow what the NFL does. So maybe next year. But I think Florida has an opportunity to be elite on special teams. And I say that because of like what I was joking about earlier with the LIU gunner, George Gums, Aaron Childs, and Tyreek Sapp on kick return. I watched like Nashawn Montgomery come off the edge on kick block. Like you're getting talented guys to buy in and play on special teams. It's become an emphasis to compete on special teams. You know, George Gums coming off the ball, Joe Houston and Billy Napier trying Ollie, Olivier Rioux trying him out. I think Ollie's vertical is only 11 inches. Don't need much of a vert when you're 7'9". But the thought process that goes into special teams they went through and they looked at trajectories of kicks. And okay, if it's a 50-yarder, you're going to have a lower trajectory because you're trying to get more power into it. And then what is the angle of that? And does having a 7'9" guy just standing there with his hands up, does that hit the
Pythagorean theorem in real use, you know?
First time since 6th grade geometry. There it is. The attention to detail, and they do 3-4 live periods of special teams every practice, which, buddy, nothing gets my heart rate going at practice, quite like multiple special teams periods. So I think you've got some really talented returners. And then from the operations standpoint, you know, I think you've got a really good operation with 3 seniors.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think.
And Joe Houston, you know, I made jokes about it. Coach Matt, Joe Houston has done an incredible job at organization and just buttoning up everything on special teams in terms of getting guys on and off the field.
I heard, I want to pull it up. I just lost it, but I know Billy Napier said that special teams still has a little way to go. Let me pull up the quote from his press conference today. Website's loading. This is a live operation, guys. All right. So he mentioned, well, I should learn how to spell special. All right. Napier said they've made progress this fall in positional battles. He did point out special teams as something that's iffy. I guess they probably haven't determined the depth chart there. Added that they need to get healthy down the stretch and included that there. So maybe I misremembered what he said. Maybe it was just the depth that was iffy. So it seems like Florida has a cornucopia of options at the returner positions, which is nice. They have a redshirt senior at long snapper. They've got a redshirt senior at punter, and then a senior that's kicked the ball a bunch as a senior kicker. So hopefully we can get 11 guys on the field. Do we know who the gunners are, Nick? Do you see much of that in terms of punt block and stuff like that? I mean, I'm missing that. I'm missing the exceptional play from special teams, not just the return. Obviously, I want to see that. I'd love to see a blocked kick. I'd love to see a blocked punt or 2 this season. Does it look like we have the ability to do that?
Yes.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Nick can share some, can't share others, can share